Hi there everybody, welcome to another video. On today's video I have this Audi A3. This is a 2007 model and we have an issue with the windscreen washer motor. So the windscreen washer motor is not working and therefore there's no water coming out the jets to clean the windscreen. I've noticed that the tank is full, so the car came today for a service and the actual tank is full of water, well, of the windscreen washer fluid. And having had a look at the fuse list, there isn't a specific fuse for the motor, so I'm gonna have to assume that the motor is faulty in this case scenario. So in this video what I'm going to do is I'm gonna access the pump, the washer fluid pump, take it out and replace it, and then we see how we get on. But considering there is no fuse, the most likelihood is that the little motor is gone potty. So in order to get access, so the tank is here and you can follow it all the way down there. It's on that corner, and I am assuming at the moment, I've never done one of these before, is that we can get access through removing the tire and via the mud guard that is sitting there. Maybe have to remove the clips and access it that way. So I'm gonna get the car up, remove the wheel, and we'll check it out. So wheel is off, and if we look at this section of the mud guard here, we're gonna have a number of these Torx screws. These are like T25 Torx. So if you remove the screws, I've removed all of these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I remove them from down here as well. One there, and around here. So where this cover is. And in my case, I have to remove that cover anyway because I'm gonna drain the oil as I'm doing the service, but obviously this gives us access to this area here, and the pump is sitting right there, if you can see it. So I'm just gonna open this a little bit more, and then we can have a proper look how to remove it. Right, so that's where the motor is, if you look at it from this point, but you can also look at it from underneath. So I'm just gonna show you from underneath to make it a little bit easier to see what we're doing. But basically, because I got the car up on the ramp, it's a little bit easier for me to access it from here and show you the motor. Now when we remove this motor, obviously all these Screenwash that is there will come out. So I just have a bucket down here to collect that, not to be reused, to be honest. So with the skinny screwdriver, if you just put it in there, you can lift the clip. So technically you would push this clip up here, but I don't want to break it from there, so I can just about get it in there. And I don't know if you noticed that, but the clip lift up a little bit. So now I should be able to pull that connection out. And then we're also going to have these little sort of clips here. Where we can pull that out. I wonder if that motor is blocked and that's why it's failed. I mean, it's possible. It may be. Sometimes I've noticed if I blow a little bit of air on them, sometimes I blow a bit of air on on the motor and starts working, but to be honest, if it's overheated a little bit and whatnot, then it will just give up hope. So then we just need to sort of push the motor up, but I could let it drain a little because it's draining in a way that it's dripping on the tank. If I take it out of here, it's gonna be a cascade of water that's gonna go everywhere. Might not be able to catch the whole thing, so I'm gonna let it drain for a little bit. That's dripped as much as possible, so now we can sort of just push this motor up. Some more of that screen washer may came out, but it's pretty much empty. It's got a bit more there. Let's see if we can just take it out straight up. There's our motor. And perhaps we can take this bit out here as well. It's like a little filter. Right, so this is the new motor I got. This is made by Febi. I think the part number there is 410423, 12 volts. It looks very similar. It came with this rubber here, which is the one we removed. I thought it was a little filter, because some BMWs have these like with a little filter on it, but it doesn't, it's not. The only other thing that I noticed different is the connection here. Technically it's like that, but this is opposite, so that's not really an issue as long as it works. We can just twist the cable, but I will remove this rubber and I'll just reuse the old one because the design of that is slightly different. So first I'm gonna push that in there, back in there, and then put the motor back in and refit everything. And well, before I refit everything, I'm going to just test that this is working and the screen wash is coming out. So just a reversal of removal. Fit that in, put that in there, plug it in, plug your hoses, and hopefully that should work. Got in there, no dramas. It's connected, everything is connected. So now we're gonna test it. Right, I just added some fluid to the tank, and now in order to test the pump is working, we need to close the bonnet. So if you have your bonnet open, it's not going to work. So make sure you shut the bonnet down, and now we can just test the pump. Ignition on. Okay, I can hear it working. And the back one as well. You can hear it going. But I think my back jet might be blocked. But anyway, what's important in any case is the front if you're doing an MOT. So this car is going for an MOT, and the front needs to be working. The rear is something I may have to unblock. It looks like the little jet at the back may be blocked. Nothing uncommon there, but at least the front is now working. So, having said that, I hope the video helps. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. We'll see you all in the next video. And thank you for watching.